Hello everyone, this is Animation4. Welcome back to some more TechnodeFirmaCraft. So, last episode, we built this super awesome water wheel. It's been doing a great job generating power. I believe the power cell that I put in here is completely full, which is great news. Of course, we're going to start using that power soon. So, the next step, if you didn't know, is the great and expensive arc furnace from Immersive Engineering. Not a reactor, an arc furnace. This is what we need to actually be able to cook aluminum. So we can't get aluminum till we get this. It's the last final step, basically, before we can make anything really fancy. Once we get this, there's lots of really fun, fancy things we can make from it. I'll show you how to build it. Here are all the required materials. The biggest thing are those 14 steel slabs and 4 blocks of steel. That's a lot of steel right there. 8 steel goes into a block, not 9, but 8's still a lot, especially when you multiply it by 13, because a steel slab is half of a steel block, and you get it's 1 to 2. It's not 3 to 6. So I have to make 13 steel blocks. I calculated it all out. In total, I need 12 copper, just 12 copper, because I have some materials already. I need 12 copper. I need 33 iron and 107 steel to make this thing. And then there's like 1 electrum, 12 black steel, a bunch of fire bricks. But those are the main materials. I think I just have... No, I don't have an electrum sitting around here. I got the copper. Copper's done. Check that off the list. So the major thing is that steel. And the way I make steel, if you didn't know, because I don't say it every episode, it's not hard, it's time consuming. It is incredibly time consuming. So the first thing I'd like to do is try to change that. How I'm going to do that is, first off, with more water wheels. So, these machines do take a lot of power, and with the power I'm consuming from my refrigerator and the amount I'm generating elsewhere, they consume barely more than I'm producing. So as the machines run, I slowly run out of power. So I could run them for a decent amount of time, but I can't run them forever. So I would like to get 3 water wheels right here. Stop some water wheels right here. Generate a good 50 to 80 RF a tick. And that'll help out a lot. Already, I don't think I've mentioned this, I do have energy upgrades in here, 4 energy upgrades. I just have 4, so I've been swapping them out. It means it only takes 25 RF a tick instead of the usual 80. I like to get these all filled with energy upgrades, because then I can put in speed upgrades and not consume a ton of energy. I do have a speed upgrade. I made one to test it. No idea where it ended up, because I don't really use it. It does increase the speed by like 33%, but it also increases energy consumption by like 50%. It's not a fair trade-off, but it is faster, and there are energy upgrades. So if I can get these machines maxed out with energy upgrades, and throw a few speed upgrades in there as well, I think we'll be at less energy than we are now. Let's see. Okay, so right now, it's at 25.29. Throw in the speed upgrade. If I get these maxed out for speed upgrades, that's not right. RF tick. Yeah, it's up to 44. That's almost twice as much. It's somewhere around 80%. 80% more. And it only gives you a 33% increase. Yeah, max them out with energy upgrades. Throw in a few speed upgrades. Get this thing running faster. I mean, the upgrades themselves are not super expensive. To be honest, they're not really expensive. Actually, don't remember. I made these a while ago. 2 steel and an osmium. I do have a bit of osmium left over. I could go mining for some more. That's definitely something. Oh, okay, yeah, I got 5 right here. That's definitely something I want to do. And this osmium I'm definitely going to throw into here, so I get 15 instead of 10 at the cost of some flint. Or at least hopefully. So that's the plan. First step are all these upgrades. Even if I can just get 8 and 3, actually, that probably leave me at about 25 hour tick, maybe. Yeah. So 8 to 3. That'd more than double the speed and keep me running at a cool 25 RF a tick. Um, that'll be my goal. If I just get 8 and 3, I can swap them out in between. The only downside to that is energy upgrades do increase energy capacity. So you see this one's holding this one's holding 101 RF a tick, 101k RF a tick. Let's turn that off. 101k RF a tick, while this one's only holding 32. So when I take out the speed upgrades, those 70,000 RF, they're just gone. So that's the only downside. But other than that, save me some materials if I don't have to make all of them. So I'm going to process this osmium, get some upgrades made, and we can start working towards this lofty steel goal. Okay, so here is 3 speed upgrades, 8 energy upgrades. Energy upgrades decrease the energy it uses by 10 times. So instead of using 80, it was only using 8. Speed upgrades, however, multiply the energy it consumes by about 5.5 times. So we're up to 44, slightly above half the original energy consumption. And let's see what it does. It should process things about 2 times as fast as it would normally. Let's see just how fast that is. Also, this thing holds 320k RF now, so I really don't want to be switching through these a lot. Yeah, that's pretty fast. That is pretty fast. I like it. I think it's good. It's a good thing. I would like to get at least the metallurgic infuser also with these upgrades. It is 11 upgrades. It's only 22 steel. That's not much. Yeah, but that'd be really helpful. I can get these in here. Guess it's winter now. Wow, I've been down there for a while. Okay, so if you couldn't tell by that, I've been busy doing lots of stuff. Uh, Basically making everything a little bit tighter, if that's a good way of describing it. Um, so what I've done is, if you couldn't tell on the outside, that same water wheel that we have over there with 3 wheels, I built over here. out of a material to match the building, which would be smooth shale. And then there's the 3 water wheels turning and outputting right to here, which goes into the cable in the wall, which got disconnected again. I still don't know why it does this. I don't know if I've shown this on video, but I've talked about it. Like 40K here, 88K here. Like this cable just disconnects sometimes. I don't know why. You pick it up, place it back down, and now there's 129. It's weird. I don't know what's up with that. Same spot every time too. So I also made a energized smelter, which is basically an electric furnace. And I got the same 8 energy and 3 speed upgrades in here. Seems to smelt items in about 4 seconds, which is very good considering there's 2 smeltings in the steelmaking process. I also got, how many? 4 energy upgrades in here. I thought it was 3. I guess I did 4. 4 energy upgrades in here, down to 100 R per tick as opposed to 300. Still got a little bit of flint left over if I need some more black steel. I could make some blue steel out of it. And we still got the same full net. I'm up now to 56 steel, which is about half of the requirement. Unfortunately, I have pretty much exhausted my supply of iron. I still got a stack left, which I could process. Give me another 24. But on top of that, I need another, like, 30. So we need to go get some more iron again. That's always fun. So instead of doing that, we're going to step away from the technology a little bit and look at some other stuff going on around here. Generally in this direction over here. Like over there has been processing, been progressing nicely. Over here is still kind of, well, like a ghost town. You can see zombies are coming out of the trees. So trees end up come over here, because if I did, nothing would spawn. So I need to think of what exactly I want to do over here. Probably something related to these trees, because especially these pine ones, they've been sitting here for a long time, and I haven't really had to use them, because I haven't built anything out of pine in a while. This is pine. Yes, I still got like half a barrel of pine logs. So I don't really need them. They do look nice though. So give me some time. I'm going to think about what the next plan is. We can do that. He knows I dropped it. He's come to give it back to me. So, if you can't tell, my throat is all messed up now. If you can't tell, I don't really have a plan for right now. So what I decided we should do, that's why this one looked weird, is just kind of do some general beautification. Because I think the major problem with all the spawning I've been having on this side is just the fact that I'm not over here enough. And it's because I haven't built anything over here. Because I've just kind of stopped at like that line. So I'm going to start just kind of making everything a little bit more uniform. This fence is going to run all the way along instead of stopping halfway. Stuff like that. These lanterns, I just made a bunch of these lanterns. I've been putting them everywhere so that it's like some kind of theme. And it doesn't just look like, hey, there's a lantern right there. That's about it. So that's kind of what I'm going for right now. And some other thing that I've done, enough placing these fences, I put some windows on my house, so I can't jump through the windows anymore. So I tried regular Minecraft glass panes, and also in this mod pack, Minecraft glass panes, stained glass panes, vanilla stained glass panes are recolored. So I tried white stained glass panes. You can see they have a different texture. They're a little bit smoother, but they do have, which I don't like, the really sharp borders on them. So you can see where the blocks are, which I don't like that. I like when mods retexture them and take away that border, so it's nice and smooth the whole way through. So I'm not sure which I prefer. If I prefer vanilla clear glass or the stained glass panes, or if stained glass panes, it could be a different color. It doesn't have to be white. It's just the only color I looked at them. It's the only color that looked like it would make sense. I was thinking light blue because, you know, light blue glass looks decent, but I don't think it would match the dark brown. Dark brown would match too well. Orange would stand out a little bit. Maybe orange. Maybe some kind of gray. I'm not sure. I think there's a color that would go better in these windows. Let me know, because I don't know. So, next episode, we get to do some mining. I'm going to mine a ton more iron, and hopefully we'll be getting the arc furnace set up. We have the infrastructure for it, and it should be good. Yeah, most of this episode was spent on upgrading things down here. So it's just an upgrade episode. It was an upgrade episode. Lots of upgrades. But yeah, everything's feeling a little bit more connected. Instead of separate sections, everything's kind of all together. I'd still like to add a little bit of foliage. Because, like, if you look at the house, it looks like a block on a flat plane. There's no, like, flowers around the edge or bushes or anything like that. I think that would really connect everything together. And just kind of that everywhere. Like, some random bushes, some random flowers, that kind of thing. I think it'd be really, really helpful. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for this episode, because I'm out of time to record. So thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one for hopefully the construction of the arc furnace. Bye bye.